Alright, guys. Welcome back. Oh, fireworks. Today is Dependence Day. Go to the fireworks at the general store. What is this? What is this? Oh, I can't mention that on YouTube. So, um, there are basic uh potions and things that we can get, which we might get one or two. Anyway, welcome back. We're going to side quest away from doing quests because there's an event. Jick, who's one of the heads of the game, released an event. Uh, so July 24th, Happy Christmas in July. Why not celebrate by smashing some skeletons in the Time Twitching Tower, which has appeared in Seaside Town. History suggests it will stick around for about a week. So we're gonna do it today, maybe a couple more days. I don't think we're gonna farm it because we can't really farm it really well. But a couple of friends and a sibling or two chimed in. So Time Twitching Tower was started with the actually I have the thing pulled up. Where is it? Time Twitching Tower. Yeah, here it is. Okay, so brief overview. Okay, we'll go to the notes section because that has it. History. The story was started as part of the second Twitch livestream world event on June 22nd, 2014. The zones created during each subsequent live event are added atop those of the previous event. So those, and this last one was added without a stream event, day before yesterday or so. And it'll stick around for about a week. So again, we won't do it all in one day, but there are a couple of cool things. One, we can choose teams, which we're going to do at the voting phone booth. We can choose between Time Lords and Time Bandits. And then, according to some research, we're not going to do the newest one because it's hard to actually do, apparently. We're going to be doing the Home of the Future, which will give us access to possibly getting a housekeeping automacore, which will let us make a housekeeping bot, which can give us like 8 or 10 adventures a day, probably. We're gonna try. We're gonna try doing this. It has no meat drops, so we might do this for like 50. We'll probably do this for 50 or 60 adventures at a minimum. See what we can do. We might do the whole day just at the Twitching Tower. I don't know. But yeah, it's here for a week, so we might just dedicate 50 adventures a day to doing the Time Twitching Tower. Just, get a little bit in. So first we're going to go and change back into our previous outfit. So worked well. We're up at 70 adventures, so we made a nice, neat amount of adventures from that. So we're gonna go back to the Time Switching Tower. The other thing is, I've been informed that I'm a moron by some people. That's okay. I'm fine being called a moron. It happens. And there is a back item. Normally, you can't equip back items yet. Not a back item, it's an accessory. Back items, I've been told I need to figure out how. Anyway, there's an accessory called the I Survived Y2K shirt that gives +2 adventures per day when equipped and +2 stats and things for fight. So it's not a terrible thing to get. I should have gotten it earlier, is what I've been told. But it's not quite as good as the Mother's necklaces. So we're gonna buy another Mother's necklace today, I think, and that'll round out our things. Ring of Detect Foreign Doors. I don't know what that is. Anyway, so yeah, but we're gonna go back to the Market Square. Ignore my taskbar that just popped up. Anyway, so we're going to start by choosing a team. I've been told. So let's just read it. The phone rings and you answer it. This is the Council of Loathing speaking. As you may have noticed, some sort of weird tower had appeared in the middle of seaside town, and everybody is in a panic. We find that in times of strife such as these, the best course of action is to occupy the populace with petty infighting and pointless tribalism. As such, all citizens are required to pick a team. Or you could let us pick for you and be rewarded with 10 kroners. So kroners are the resource used in the whole tower to buy things from their shops. If you don't know what kroners are yet, don't worry. Suffice to say they're great and you want them. So I'm told Time Bandits have an item that give a rollover adventure, and Time Lords have something cool. I don't know, but honestly, we could just randomly get 10 free kroners. So we're gonna go Bandits. Okay, so the Badge of Courage. Um, Base muscle limited to 50, Moxie, proves your worth to time hands. So the reason this is important is the monsters that you fight here are scaled off of your base values. And that doesn't handicap us that much to do. So I'm going to leave the booth, and we're going to go equip that. We're going to pull off the Impunity Ring. Yeah, we're going to pull that off. And we're going to equip this and go for, like I said, probably 50 adventures. Just see what's up. Alright, so I was told home of the future until we get a pass to either of the factories, because then we'll be able to get parts. So let's try just... Oh, yeah, wow. So if we get enough of these and we get a core from a robot maid, we can make our own robot maid, which would be nice. So yeah, let's just... Wow, we got an ID badge really quickly. So lets you work in the factory instead of fighting. Will get us parts much quicker. But again, we kind of want that core, so we're gonna try. The core has a low drop rate, so we're just gonna try for, I don't know, 10 adventures or so. See what we can do. Doesn't hurt to try. More parts. More parts. More parts. More parts. More parts. Okay, so we're gonna go back to the tower. So we have the Springboard solenoids. Oh, is it an accessory? It probably is an accessory if I had to guess. Hold on. It's an accessory, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Working probably gets us better options. It's 5. Shiny ring is just +3. Okay, we're gonna equip that. We're gonna equip the ID badge and go back. Push the button. And that gives us 10 kroners. Okay. Guess we didn't. Okay, so merch table. Okay, so we have 90 kroner. So that's a hippo ballerina, Gygaxian Librum. Don't know what that does. Crafted Warbroad Romantic. Okay, what does that do? No clue. Okay, cool. What's an Allied Radio backpack do? Oh! Um, hmm. That looks pretty good, guys. That looks really good. All attributes plus 30%. Maximum MP HP plus 30. Combination plus 30. Call for support. Oh, but that's a Mr. A. Oh, man. Those are Mr. A items. That kind of sucks. Be great if we had a Mr. A. Okay, so that's not useful for us. Let's see what the Primordial Soup Kitchen has. Okay, for kroners, we can get some foods and stuff. 10 kroner can get us an awesome food. Some awesome food, like literally. Whew. Okay, cool. Interesting. All right, back to the tower. So all the different areas should have a shop of some sort. You knew. Rotten Tomato. Okay, that's a PvP fight thing. Portable Othello set is okay. That's an Othello thing, not useful here. Grants 12 adventures. You can only use one of these per day. Okay, 12 adventures makes sense. Yorick, is this a pet? Please be a pet. It's an offhand item. Okay, it's okay. Let's go all the way to the base. What do we have at the base? The Neanderthal. Okay, so we got a rack of dinosaur ribs for 25. Size 3 epic food. That's worthwhile. Scotch on the rocks. I think it's also an epic. Yeah, size 3 epic booze. A woolly loincloth for pants. Gives us MP per adventure. Yabba Dabba Durag. HP and stuff. Strange Helix Fossil, which makes a Helix Fossil. Weaken enemy occasionally attacks, knows everything. Okay, that's not useful. Okay, so we got food options. Probably gonna take that up, you know. Okay, Roaring 20s. It's the shoe repair store. Check out the wares. So we got dog ointment, which is familiar weight thing. Gumshoes. Muscle and muscle stats. Flapper floppers. Okay, so those are just helping out with the stats. Roman times. Colosseum. Oh, okay. That's just betting. Okay. First Thornton, fifth bank. I just got robbed. One of them Hatfield boys reckon he's hiding in that old speaky mine. Oh boy. We might go do that in a moment. Anyway, we've got the Nina, the Pinta, and the Santa Claus, which all have different things. Okay. What's on the Nina? The Nina. Okay, so we can get an invisible potion. There's a time shuriken. Okay, that's cool. And Ninjamies, which I've been told, yeah, as you can see, what +2 adventures per day when equipped, and grants 50 adventures of more ninja, which is combat initiative. It's 1,000 kroners to buy it. We could get it after we could probably get it pretty, like, this might be good for acquiring. Just straight out. +2 adventures per day. We don't have any pants to give adventures per day at the moment. So that's a thought. We saw the merch table because that's the Mr. A's kitchen, the Allied HQ. There's a flak shield. Protects you from. Okay, that's not useful for outside of here. We're looking for things that are useful for outside of here too. Ally Forces insignia. Plus damage for skeletons, regenerate HP MP, and plus stats per fight. Okay, that's kind of useful. That's no. The Axis HQ codebook. Temporary access. Okay, that's requires you to have chocolate rations. Access codebook. Increase the defection. Okay. And then you can get stuff using Monuments Men's things. That seems. So this looks like it was done after the Monuments Men movie. Or has some relation to it. Really cool movie if you want to check it out. Really good. Besides being the point. Okay, so kroners for food or kroners for the jammies. I mean, what's the Santa Claus? I got a glass eye. What does a glass eye do? Combat initiative, weapon damage, plus item drops in the time twitching tower. Dang, that's good. Huh. Okay, cool. Oh no, let's see if we can go do this real quick. Okay. Okay. I'll be honest, I have no idea what we're trying to find. Mining dynamite? Okay, I could go look what we're supposed to do. Let's go look what we're supposed to do. Yeah, this is what we're trying to get when we go adventuring here. I'm easily sidetracked though, so the spooky old abandoned mine. We need to find the outlaw leader with the big bag of money. Cars 8 to 10 adventurers in the zone if player wears a time switching tool belt. Okay, that seems less than useful. What's the other thing then? The Rowdy Saloon? Glass of herbal tequila. It's an awesome booze. Only works in that together. Okay, so I think we're just gonna go work. We're gonna work and get Kroner. We're gonna go till we have 20 adventures left. Oh, you can only do it 11 times per day. Got it. Okay. Well, fine then. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna go back and take off the badge, get back our ring. Where is it? Shiny ring. And we're going to go to the home of the future to try and get that. Actually, before we do that, we're gonna up our things. So Scowl the Oak. Okay, used it up all the times we can. So we got 92 of that. We'll do after a couple of adventures at home in the future. We'll come back and do Seal Culling Frenzy. Wow. Wow. Man. Good thing. Yeah, because we really need to be thrust smacking. Okay. Or lunge smack. Can we just lunge smack him? We can lunge smack him to death. Okay, good. Good, 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 good. So we're going to use lunge smack for a bit. Okay, cool. I'm going to go do Seal Clubbing Frenzy. Never want to run out of Seal Clubbing Frenzy. Just the extra little bit of damage is nice. Okay, and Scowl the Oak. Okay, go back to the Home of the Future. We really want to fight the maids, because let's be honest. Fine, I'll use the big skill then. The Funk. Come on, drop the thingy, please. Please drop the thingy. A Zmoby. That's a good one. Okay, well. Okay, so I think what we're going to do each day is we're going to spend 50 adventures, 11 of them working in the shop to get kroners, and then we're going to do the other, 39 trying to get this piece from here. Um, and I think that's going to be our strat the next couple of days. Just because, why not? Um, so, yeah. It's much interesting. It might be able to do some of this other stuff. We're gonna not. And if in the end we don't get enough kroner to do any of the other stuff, what we're gonna do is we're gonna buy racks of dinosaur ribs and scotch on the rocks. Even though we can't use them yet because you have to be level 11, we're gonna buy them because they're epic food. So okay, so we're at 20 adventurers. So we're gonna go eat some of our good food. No, not some more good, some more epic food, honestly. Okay, so we got the insanely spicy burrito, which is awesome. We're gonna eat that. We're going to eat the tiny burrito we got. We're gonna go with where is it? We got some good stuff. Piece of cake. Here we go. We're gonna eat piece of cake. And eat 3 of them. And then we got what, 7 more space? Okay. So we've got the fire roasted lake trout, which is good, size 1. It gives us hot damage. Not really something we're worried about. We'll eat 2 insanely spicy bean burritos, because we can get more of those. We got a size of 1 left, so we need something that's just size 1. Might just eat another piece of cake. Yeah, we're just gonna eat another piece of cake. We can get more cake, so it's a good one to eat. Oh, I had a spleen. I figured out how spleen items work. Some of them enhance things that we use. So this just gives us magic. So we're going to use them to get more mysticality, because why not? And then like the dieting pill, you eat it before you eat food, and it doubles the amount of food that you have, or they're worth, which is nice. The enchanted barbells, might as well use. The extra strength strongness elixir, I think it's the same thing. Yeah, it just gives us some muscle stats. So, show spleen? Is that something that I need to have on here? Display fullness counter. Huh, doesn't have it. Okay. At some point it'll tell me I can't eat more things that require spleen because it's too toxic. What's an excitement pill? Nope, not doing that. That's a no. Jug of Magicalness. Yeah, that'll give us again more magic stats, which is fine. That's how we get MP is Magicalness. Giant Moxie Weeds. Probably gonna up our Moxie stat if I had to guess. Oh, we need to take off that other thing. Equip. And equip the. What do I want to equip? The Impunity Ring? That was giving us hot damage. Miller's Nexus will never fumble. Hemp String. Flask Flops. More booze droppings. That's not terrible. Did you guys watch it? Rats where there's item drops. Yeah, we're just going to do the Impunity Ring. Get that extra damage. Why not? Okay, so we're at max fullness. Let's get half drunk. So we've got the Backwood Screwdriver, which is good booze. We've got our bottles of sea wine. I'm going to drink 3 of them. Okay, and then the ice cold shills. That's crappy. Okay. Don't know what that did. Okay, the Rocking Wagon? I don't know if I heard that one before. Just click, because it'll show up. Okay, that's a good one. The Nephthene shots are awesome and give stats per fight. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, and then the strawberry wine is decent. Okay, those are ones that I get. This Moby, we just saw that one. That one's a good. Okay, we'll drink that one. All right, so we're half drunk now, and we've got over 100 adventures. So we're gonna go back to the Orc Chasm. Real specific with my name. So this shows how far we go as we're doing it. So we'll check back regularly. After we do this, we might just lunch smack these people. Can we? Yes, we can. Cool. Orcish rubber. Oh, it's a potion. That's cool. Okay, we're gonna go with our skills again, and we're just gonna up them. Like I said, there may come a day where I have 10,000 adventures of these. I will be 100% fine with that because they are just the bread and butter right now of just getting that little bit of extra damage, a little bit of extra health. So yeah, that's 100% fine with. I mean, it might be annoying to see us constantly go back and forth, but it is what it is. Probably when I get up to 500, I'll stop doing it as regularly, but until that point, yeah. Ooh, Smut Orc keepsake box. We want that. Cool. Let's go use that. That's in miscellaneous. Probably, yeah. Boom. So we got a bunch of planks and a bunch of that. So how far are we? We've got 9 of each. Okay, we're most of the way. We're about halfway there. Okay. All of these names will get me in trouble on YouTube. If you're wondering why I'm not reading them, because they will all get me in trouble if I say them out loud and anybody takes them wrong. Okay, gonna go up my skills again and then we'll check the bridge project. Okay. Okay, so we're getting there. I know this is so riveting. Just an immense amount of interest in watching me click buttons without commentary. But I really don't want to comment on any of these because they will all lead to me being in trouble. Okay, do Steel Clubbing Frenzy for a bit. Cool. Back. Oh, another keepsake box. Cool. We might be done with this keepsake box. What did the pile of dusty animal bones do? I don't want to know, actually. I don't want to know. Not at this point, at least. Okay, so back to here. Oh, hey, it's done. So yeah, you basically just adventure in here till you get 30 of each of these. Appropriate, yeah. And then we can cross the chasm. So there are 3 peaks and the Highland Lord's Tower. Sorry. All right. Hey, sup, bro? Like, I'm the guy who owns all these peaks, but I don't know, man. It's just like a major hassle, you know? I mean, some of my tenants are ghosts, and some of them are all like freaky murderous twins, and then there are those oil guys, and what's that all about, man? It totally harshes my mellow, you know? What were we talking about? Oh, yeah, the peaks. I'm trying to, like, order a pizza, because a pizza would be totally sweet right now, but my jerkwad fascist tenant and totally won't let me light the signal fires. I mean, half of them haven't even paid rent this month. It's like a bummer, man. Anyway, if you could help, I'd appreciate it, bro. We'll see if I remember that voice next time I have to do this. Anyways, so basically, the Island Lord's quest is to light the three signal fires. The singles of Gondor are being used by this guy to get a pizza. Um, so we're on the peak. So we're gonna start with a Boo Peak. Okay, so reduce the hauntedness of a Boo Peak to 0%. The hauntedness level starts at 98%. Each killed ghost reduces the hauntedness by 2%. Encountering the horror can reduce hauntedness by between 2 and 30% based on how long you can survive this adventure. Increasing your HP, cold resistance, and spooky resistance will help you survive. The horror only appears when an adventure here after using an Abu clue, which drops from ghosts in this zone. 2 Abu clues can be obtained from this zone's Clover adventure. Ideally, use a Clover and then get one to drop within 5 combats for a total of 3 clues, having Comprehensive Cartographer, which will also trigger the Horde. Okay, that's... Okay. So, clue, the horror, based on how long we can survive. So, cold and spooky resistance. We already have decent cold resistance, from what I remember. We have... Okay, we've got low for everything at the moment. So, one of our food... Oh, it's a food. Man. Wait, is it a food? Or is it a drink? Is it the naphthalene? Where is that naphthalene? Did we seriously drink the naphthalene? Well, this is going to be a shocker if I drink that. The Red Hot Boilermaker gives us cold resistance. And, oh, the Boilermaker. Perfect. 50 adventures. It's a good boost. Okay, we've got enough to drink it, so we're going to drink our Boilermaker. It's tailor-made for this adventure set. So we're going to go do a Boo Peak. So Boilermakers got us made for doing this quest part. So okay. You stand at the bottom of a Boo Peak and look at the top, trying to find the signal fire. The whole peak's covered in tombstones, memorials, and ghosts, though, and you can't begin to think about how you'll get all the way up there. A plinth at the gate to the peak bears a plaque that reads, Site of the Dreadful Five Factions War, Battle of Five Armies Reverence. On this spot, 5 armies did clash in a centuries-long war to establish which faction's hero would be proclaimed hero of the peak. The combatants were the Battleys, who followed the chronicles of Duke Starkiller in his galaxy battles. Okay. The Duskwalkers, who followed the chronicles of Shiny Vampire Jared the Duskwalker. Okay, so we've got Star Wars. Twilight. The Wetsians, who followed the chronicles of a time-traveling alien known only as the Professor. Doctor Who. The Space Tourists, who followed the chronicles of Captain Kirkard and his space tours. Captain Picard shows Starship The Next Generation. And the Claybenders, who followed the chronicles of Teen Sorcerer, Gary Claybender, and Avatar. Nice. Okay. Their ghosts still haunt this cursed battleground. Woo! Can I just use my first skill? Okay, no, we are going all in. Nope. Give me that thrust smack. Okay, so our heat is doing most of the damage. So we're going to need to, yeah. We need hot damage. An Abu clue. Cool. We're going to use the Abu clue. We're fairly tanky, so this should work okay. Miscellaneous. Is it in quest items? It's in quest items. Okay. The Abu clue. Okay. So we should be encountering the horror. Approach a raider. You walk towards a raider who regards you with the same glass-eyed stare as all her compatriots. Have you seen Jared? He promised you would make me a Duskwalker like him, so we could finally be together for all time. Wait a minute, you said. Didn't you consider the ramifications of letting some random dude bite your neck and suck your blood? Ew, gross, the raider replies. Duskwalkers create other Duskwalkers by injecting them with some of their spit. Holy crap, can't Jared get anything about being a vampire right? He's a Duskwalker, the raider shrieks and swoops towards you. Yipe! Okay, so the Boilermaker right now is doing excellent work because we're not taking that much damage. Okay, so this was Scream and Terror. Aw, man, what the heck? What the holy crap, you scream? The male raider stops for a minute and looks up. Don't mind us. We're doomed to reenact a moment of our lives together. Wherein she was pregnant with my Duskwalker baby and I had to chew her open to do a cesarean. YouTube's not going to be happy with that one. Oh, I suppose that makes... What? You know, I had to... Da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da. It's a Duskwalker thing, like sparkling in the sunlight and falling in love with him 200 years younger than we are. Thank you, Twilight. He resumes. There we go. Our freaky mutant baby's been chewed free, so we won't trouble you any longer. All three nod and disappear, leaving you completely skeeved out. You thought Jared the Duskwalker's Chronicles were for young adults, man. That is a really hot take on, yeah, on Twilight. Whew. Say what, you ask? But the raider's sobbing too hard to ask. Another raider swoops in. You see, when a Duskwalker becomes a Duskwalker, every bodily fluid is turned to venom, and their body is turned to stone. She then starts crying to herself. Another couple of raiders fly up to help. Venom is a Duskwalker's spit, blood, bile, you name it. It even lubricates their eyeballs. She breaks down in tears. Another raider picks up the story. When Jared the Duskwalker's venom was drained from him, he couldn't move, but he's still in there. He's just stone. Sorry. Wait, I thought a Duskwalker was like a vampire. You're telling me that there's some kind of poison lubricated golem? The raiders nod and sob their eyes out, moaning and shrieking until you think you're going to go crazy. By the time they fly off in more space, you're freaked out and confused. Okay. I haven't been reading that part, but basically, as it goes, a lot of this is referencing Twilight books, especially the last one. I went into the statue's balls, a group of Duskin Raiders. Duskin Raiders. Thank you. Are setting up a basketball hoop and picking sides for a game. You guys play basketball, you ask? A Duskin Raider rolls her eyes. We play Duskwalker basketball, she says. Ask how it's played. Oof. Oof. Um. Okay, we're probably going to have to leave because otherwise we're gonna get beaten up and we have to take care of that. So, and we don't want to waste an adventure with a Boilermaid. So, this is our last one for this version of the horror. Against my better judgment, I'm apparently going to have to ask how Duskwalker basketball is played. You say, "Oh, it's just like regular basketball." The Raiders search you. We even have uniforms. But why? Why would we play basketball? No, why would you think anyone would care that you played basketball? You expect me to sit here and watch this? Yeah, hey, instead of playing basketball just this once, let's say, how about we just scare the crap out of this adventure and then go watch TV? As they fly away, leaving you dazed and freaked out. You wish you had just watched the basketball game. Yeah, that's accurate. Okay, cool. So we're gonna adventure again and hope I don't get hit and get beaten up. Yay! Ooh, the battle lightsaber? What's this? Combat item. Deals 30-50 and briefly stuns your foe. That's cool. Because it's a battle knight ghost. Awesome. Cool. So yeah, the problem is that all these enemies are physically resistant. So our cold damage and our hot damage is carrying the battle for us right now. Because even having cold damage wouldn't necessarily help me more. So the hot damage is really doing work. Okay, come on, give me another Abu clue. A claybender sorcerer ghost. Good news is that we're almost halfway through this peak. Fighting the boss of this peak. Is there a boss to this peak? Oh no, I should have read that. Is there a boss? No. Okay. Rusty hedge trimmers. Wait, can we get rusty hedge trimmers from somewhere? Sorry, I'm skipping ahead. I'm just, it happens. Okay, they're the usable quest item. Okay, got it, got it, got it, got it, got it, got it. Okay, keep going on a boo peak. Naboo clue. Okay, we've healed up all the way. We've still got good Boilermaker stuff left. So let's go use that Abu peak. It'll jump us ahead a decent amount like it did last time. Okay, once more, gonna get beaten up. Oh, is this one different? You follow the map to the next battle site. This one's in the middle of a little grove of trees with green leaves forming a canopy overhead and soft earth beneath here. Oh, this one's gonna be earthbending. It feels isolated as a forest on a moon. Or maybe a moon that's all forest. Oh wait, no, this one's Star Wars. A forest moon might say. As you wander beneath the trees, you hear a heated argument going on. Approach the argument. You find a couple of battle knights behind a tree. Argue with him. Look, all I'm saying is maybe when our ancestors wrote the Galaxy Battle Saga, they didn't have the skill and foresight to write it as they really wanted to be. What's wrong with making a few changes and then destroying all the original copies so only the better versions are available? Yeah. Yeah, this sounds oddly relatable. What are you talking about? That's a heresy. The Galaxy Battle Saga should forever remain how they were originally written, even if our ancestors wanted to change them. They don't belong to our ancestors anymore. They belong to the world, how they were originally conceived. Well, sure, but don't you think adding in a bunch of more spaceships and big crappy aliens and emo teenagers and changing the plot would make it so much better? No. Tangent time. Um, Everything that happened after episode 6. So prequels were okay, did a bit of work, fine. It's fine. Prequels were okay. But episode 7, 8, 9, whatever nonsense that is, terrible. Because by the time those came out, hundreds of books had been written that expanded the universe in a thoughtful manner that made sense and did have the emo teenagers that made sense. That's a big rant at some point, and I'm sure tons of people won't agree with me on. But if you read books and can remember me reading the books, that is a terrible argument. Terrible at all. Anyway, back to the story. With that, the traditionalist knight pulls out a lightsaber and applies it full blast to the younger knight. The young one screams a terrifying scream and disintegrates. No, that would not be better. That would be terrible, the knight says. And you're inclined to agree. Factually correct. You walk into a little clearing and see two battle knights fighting each other, lightsabers flashing wildly as they duel. Check out the duel. Hey, you guys are on the same side. Why are you fighting, you ask? Oh, don't worry. It's just practical, was said. The turtle put it. Now I'll cut off your arm. Ow. Hey, well, then I'll cut off your head, the other one says. Ow, jerk. Well, then I'll do a flip over your head. Well, then I'll cut off your other arm and both legs. Good grief, you shot. Doesn't anyone just sword fight anymore? What's with all the dismemberment? The Galaxy Battle Saga were intended for children, after all. Kind of. Not exactly. The two knights look at you, shrug as best they can with their missing limbs, and continue to duel until there's nothing left of either of them. Every child watching is scarred for life. That would be scarring. You see an older battle knight ghost teaching a lesson to a few younger ghosts. No, literally teaching them. Not like when your dad said, as he'll teach you a lesson. Okay. Jabs there. Jabs seen. Elder, I'm confused, says one of the students. I believe that Duke Starkiller had knowledge of the future, and that he knew how the entire Galaxy Battle Saga would end before he started writing it, right? Yes, youngling, the elder says. What a weird thing to call someone younger than you. But anyway, Elder, why did he so lustfully kiss his sister and jealously preserve affections if he knew it was his sister all along? The elder says, but yeah, another student says, and why doesn't Death McDaddy Sire recognize his robot companion he built as a child? Yeah, and why another chimes in, but the elder interrupts by blasting their souls into space dust. The wailing of the younglings is pretty dramatic, but at least some of the ghosts are gone, right? Oh, this hurts. This hurts a little bit. Yeah, if fourth wall breaks were a thing in books, which sometimes they are, it depends on the book written, but not to that degree. Anyway, you see a little squad of Battle Knight ghosts search marching in formation. They look pretty intimidating. They're covered head to white. Oh no. Head to toe in white armor with scary white masks over their faces. They look ready to take on the other four factions all by themselves. Knights in white armor never reaching an end. Yeah, and this is where we'll be leaving again because we're almost dead. Suddenly, the battle knights are ambushed by a bunch of magically animated teddy bears. They drop from the trees, chattering gibberish and poking the knights with spears. You wouldn't imagine the bears would stand a chance, but the knights seem to have forgotten how to aim their laser guns, and the teddy bears make short, gruesome work of the entire squad. It's pretty chilling to watch. So we're gonna flee the scene. Um, okay, and we're back to adventuring, hoping we don't die. Funnily enough, Jar of Dirt gives us more MP than he does heal us, which I'm not necessarily against. Because we get healed by having 3 gallons of Fury. So, which we might go turn more of Scout. Yeah, we're going to turn some more Scout of the Elk. We pause this chilling reenactment of Star Wars, Avatar The Last Airbender, and several other copyrighted material written in satire form to continue on beating ghosts at Abu Peak. Ectoplasmic corpse. It's a cooking ingredient. It gives slightly spooky resistance. That's not a terrible idea. We're doing good still with the Boilermaker. Like, honestly, having that red hot Boilermaker really made this doing Abu Peak a lot easier. Just because, and also, okay, so this will clear us out. This Abu Clue will clear us out. So it took 4 Abu Clues. 4? 3? It took a number of Abu Clues, but honestly, not too terrible. You follow the map to the battle site. This one's in a little weird box canyon on one side of the peak. The snow is melted here, revealing an unworthy landscape of craggy red rocks. It looks like the surface of a planet unimaginably distant for this one, or possibly somewhere in the arid, extra dry desert. There's a shimmer in the air in front of you, and a space tourist warrior appears. He's got pale skin and yellow eyes, but otherwise looks human. Approach. I might have to stop reading these guys. My throat's getting a little sore from reading so much. Rather than thrusting your fist against the post and insisting you don't see him, yeah, you approach the ghost. So are you human, or you ask? I'm an artificial life form, what you might call a robot. I prefer the term android. However, I'm sure they are fully functional. Congratulations. Just step closer to you. I believe you have failed to determine I am fully functional. Any operation, calculation, or sexually leisure activity that a human can do, I can do better. Okay, what's the square root of 256? The other step still closer down, and there's no right. No, I mean I am fully functional. Do you clean your pants with glass cleaning spray? Because I can certainly imagine myself taking them off of you. Well, no thanks, you say. The android stands there for a minute, head cocked in that direction, and it'll fully freak you out. Okay. I don't actually know what Space Tourist is. Wait, is that Star Trek? That might be Star Trek. I think that's supposed to be Data. Okay. I'm not going to be reading the next bits because my throat is a little scratchy. So we're going to contain the humor just a little bit. Okay, watch the fight. Ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da. Okay, cool. And then we can listen to the discussion. And these are talking about Klingons now. Yeah, definitely Klingons. Okay, own up to it. There's 4%, so there's 2 ghosts left, so we're going to flee the zine. Still doing decent. So that's 1. And this should be the last one. 2. So we got the Space Tours tipple. Okay. And so enter again. Yeah. You finally see a clear path to single fire. Make your way towards it. You have to dodge a few remaining lightsaber blasts, and one phaser that you'd swear was set to smelling cheesy, even though there's no cheese around. But you finally meet the base pyre. You see a Claybender ghost swooping towards you and yell, "Hey, your mom's so fat she's Hippa and Mangus." Clayburn shouts, "Burning at us," and shoots a fireball your way, which you dodge and lights it. Okay. So Abu Peak is done. Moving on to the other peaks. Okay. So we got Twin Peak and Oil Peak. Okay, so this requires having plus monster level radio. With a radio, Drescher's annoying noise, or Pride of the Puffin. Wait. Oh, I know how to get Pride of the Puffin, but I can't use it right now because it's a level 15 skill. Outside of shooter using hand in glove or similar. Wearing dress pants will reduce the pressure by an additional per combat. Doubling fights against slicks. Use these if you don't have any other source of muscle. So dress pants. Where can we get some dress pants? Do Moxie plus 5. Come from Bubble Mint Twins on Twin Peak. $49 oil slicks must be defeated. Let's see if there's some dress pants in the flea market. Because I could have sworn I've seen them there. Dress pants, 170 meat. Buy. Or oil slacks. Okay, so we've got dress pants. We're going to wear the dress pants because they're twice fights. And our pants are not doing that much work at this point. Like, honestly, we might want to see about equipping some different pants. The Ninja Hot Pants might have been better at this point. But anyway, we're going to equip the dress pants. So, and then go to Twin Peak. Okay, Twin Peak. No, we wanted the Oil Peak. Okay, well, this is a lot of reading. Is this how we get an evil twin? Okay, that was weird. Right, Twin Peak is the maze one. I don't want to do the maze one at this point. Okay. Bubbling crude, which we get from this, if I recall. No, maybe not. Yep, nope, we do. Yep, so bubbling crude. So get them from oil slicks. So we need to get bubbling crude from the oil peak to be able to do this part. So oil peak first. So we need to relieve the pressure. So we'll be doing twice the amount of pressure. Oh crap, yeah, we're doing a ton of damage now. Probably don't need as much Poivre soda. Okay, that's an MP restore. Okay. And that dropped it. Yeah, we're dropping it by 12 each one, so we only have to do like 25 of them. Let's see if we can just lunge smack. Kill these guys. Yeah, we can lunge smack and kill them. So we're gonna keep doing that. So this one seems like it's just a straight attack, attack, attack. One, I don't know about any non-combats, and I'm also not looking at the moment. So um, so there is a way if you do this later, like if you completely ignore doing the quests as you level up and you're like, I want to go do this thing instead. Doing this is a much higher level allows you to come in here with high levels of monster level, and you'll fight the bigger versions, which you might only have to do 6 or something, you know, which so that's how potentially you can, because you don't have to do the quests in order, right? So and that's how some people choose to approach it, is wait till they're a higher level and then just burn through it really fast. But I mean, we're not doing too shabby. Like this is not a terrible run for this part. We're, I don't know, 4 or 5, probably 3 more. So we may be able to. We might have to go get stuff. Okay, so we've lit the signal fire on 2 of them. So we have Twin Peak. We've got the bubbling crude to do it. Now we've got to go. The problem is we got to go get other things at this point. So we need 50% item drops from monsters, including food bonuses. So that's the problem. We got to get item drop things. So it produces flying burritos, but does not include booze. So flying burritos is going to be the one. And we need to see about getting some other plus food drops, plus item drops. Okay, so what else do we have that does plus item drops? Claybender glasses. Didn't even realize I'd gotten those. Plus 4 item drops, that's not a lot. That's booze drops. Wait, hold on. Plus 20% booze drop for monsters. That's not bad. Does that count? Including food ones and booze ones. Okay, so food ones. What's the glass I do? In the tent vision tab. That's not helpful. Slight stench resistance. Might be useful for the other one. Ratsworth Monocle has 10. Brother Corsican's is not a whole lot, if I recall. It's only 20%. It's 30. Okay. So we just need to get 10% more drops from something. We don't have a lot of meat. Do any of my pants have plus item drops? Wait, can I equip the Mark 5 Steam hat right now? 60 Moxie. Hey, I can equip this. I'd lose a lot of muscle, but because the Fuzzy Buzzbee gives me weapon damage and muscle, but okay, so equipping that, unequipping the Imp Ring, and equipping the Monocle again. Going and get Brother Corsicans, we can search the pantry. So, and then we'll go back to doing the other thing. Okay, Flying Burrito. Blessed be! Okay, so Twin Peak, and we need to get search the pantry. We're not take fire death ray. I don't know what that does. I'll try it on something that's not so important. That gum you like. Potion gives combat initiative, muscle, moxie, but my mysticality. Okay, that's interesting. Come on, give me that. You really needed to give me that non-combat. Artisanal limoncello. That's a good boost. I'm gonna be really sad if it doesn't give me this non-combat. Okay, so we're set up to do search the pantry. Okay, go check it out. Oh boy, come on. Okay. Search the pantry. Seeking. Search the shelves. Okay. We're good, we're good. Okay. So the other one, we could do the second one. We still have some setup to do for investigate. We need 4 levels of stench resistance. So gonna need to go see if I can locate another 2 levels of stench resistance somehow. But we've got the bubbling crude, so follow the sound of music. Examine the painting. That's probably not one I should have done. Bring your own J. I need to have a jar of oil first. Okay, that's, that's fine. Use 12 bubbling crude to acquire a jar of oil. From where? Where do I get a jar of oil? 12 bubbling crudes. Okay. Oh, that felt dumb. Okay, that felt dumb. That felt dumb. Use multiple. 12. Use jar of oil. Okay. Wasted adventure. I know, guys. It happens to the best of us. And it was really nice. Bingo. Okay, so now we're just on search 237. 37 with 4 levels of stench resistance. Do we have anything that gives stench resistance? Any consumables? Actually, let's. Yeah, we're done with the time to nursery. Anyway, okay. Um, stench. You know. Okay. So we need so-so. What's a moss? Or what's in a back item? Wampa fur pants. Where do these come from? A Boo Peak from the Battle Knight Ghost. Okay, let's see if we can get this from a Boo Peak then. Right. Need the other thing back. Unequip that. Get back our pants were +2. Re-equip those. What's the Mark V doing? Combat initiative and never fumbling. That's kind of nice. Okay, and we want our impunity ring back for that fire damage. Okay, and we want the Battle Knights to get some Wampa pants. Okay, you know what? There's a way around this. Mall of Loathing. Wampa fur pants. 190 meat. Done. We might just keep wearing them too, because these appear to be better than whatever else we're wearing. Stench damage is nice, and the so-so stench resistance is pretty nice too. Okay, so that should give us 4 levels. Considerable. Yep. Okay. So we can now go back, try the Twin Peak. Die. 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 Investigate room 237. We are dog with no nose. Carefully inspect the body. Venture again. Giant motorcycle boots? What are you? Plus damage versus ghosts and muscle +5. So some of these give equipment that are better at fighting other zones. Okay. For the 4th time, boost your combat initiative to at least +40. Wait, who's that? Okay. What's my plus combat initiative at the moment? Does it show me? Combat initiative. Okay. Combat initiatives plus 15 from that. Wait, some of those consumables that we had, they were there. We got earlier. Gives, oh, that would have been helpful. Plus 20 combat initiative. Um, okay, so we got 10 adventures of that. We need plus 40, so we need 15 more. Okay, back to looking for combat initiative things. Combat initiative. Smoker's Cloak. Okay, that's a back item, so we can see about that. Okay, and probably an accessory. A furniture dolly? Furniture dolly would do it outright. No, we want the mall. I mean, it's most of our meat, but it gets us there, and what else does it do? Just combat initiative. Mysticality 75. No. Okay, that won't work then. Um, smoke. Smoker's Cloak. Oh, much more expensive. What else does it do? Plus 10 ml and stench damage. Oh. 4,500 for it. Do we have anything we can sell? Yeah, we do. We have 10 meat stacks. Let's go ahead and sell them because I'd like to wrap this up. And, you know, there are worse things. Okay. So, back to the mall. Wonder if I can pin them all up here. Okay, smoker's jacket, smoker's cloak. Bye. And then if this says we can't equip it, I'm going to be frustrated. Hallelujah. Okay, so we've got enough combat initiative now. Back to Twin Peak. We should be doing almost prismatic damage at this point. Oh! 77 damage plus 70. That's weird. Okay, whatever. I'm not going to question that too much. I'm just going to hope we can get... Wait, who's that? Pursued by double. Okay, so this is how we get the Nemesis quest, I think. Hey, gold wedding ring. Okay, so plus 100 adventures per day when equipped. That's not necessarily some negative status attacks. Okay, cool. Not really important. This is what's important right here. Can sell for 11,000 meat, which is what we're gonna do. So yeah. Go back to the Highlands. See the Highland Lord. We still have some adventures too, and we get a Misty Cloak, which is we might sell it too. Muscle plus 5, regenerate HP per adventure. It's kind of a muscle build, HP regenerative that we're building to at the moment, but I don't know. I kind of actually like the which is barely cosmetic. I kind of like the Smoker's Cloak. Makes monsters a little bit, but it gives us a large stench damage amount, which is really nice. And the Mark V Steam Mat is doing nice work with never fumbling, and the death ray on it might be interesting. Like, yeah, we lost a little bit of muscle, but I mean, honestly, I'm not against the build we've got going on right now. I would like a better weapon. You know what? We're gonna go find a Bjorn's hammer comes somewhere. Bjorn's hammer, which is the basic. Oh, it's from the Misspelled Cemetery. Can be used to make the hammer of smiting. Just again, we're getting better. Which then can be used to make the sledgehammer of the Valkyr. Muscle, crit hit, fizz damage, and bashing gives a special skill. It's the ultimate legendary epic when it's treated the two-handed club when equipped in your main hand, causing it to automatically hit when using the skills. LTS or Bashing Slam. So, but yeah, so it turns those skills into auto hits when you do it. But it is just a one-handed club, so you can offhand it and have another weapon. It's part of the legendary reality of the Seal Crusher, which goes the Scalp of Gorgolock, the Sledgehammer, Cracker Axe's Loincloth, and the Claw of the Infernal Seal, which gives 100% item drops from Infernal Seals. Which the only way we can get distilled seal blood is from the Clown Gourd Beelzebobo in the Funhouse. Which we aren't doing the Funhouse yet. But Bjorn's Hammer comes from the Tomb of the Unknown, your class is here at Steel Clover, in the Misspelled Cemetery. So we're going to go try and do that real quick. Because muscle plus 10 and 5 to 10 damage. Like, we're doing 10 to 20 here. And spooky damage. But upgrading it into the Hammer of Smiting goes muscle plus 16, almost the same damage range, and more crit chance. Now we need is distilled seal blood, which can't be traded, can it? Yeah, no. From Beelzebozo, so the Funhouse. Okay, so we're gonna go to the Misspelled Cemetery. In the read some notices. No. The Unquiet Grace. Come back here, Hammer. 2 moving yarn class, none here. First time encountering the choice in the Unquiet Grace. Okay, Unquiet Grace. Yeah, did damage out the, yeah, just. I hope I have enough adventures to get this, because that would be really sad if I don't. Some cranberries, that's cool. The guy. Smart skull, come on. Okay, so do I have any one boost things? I do have one boost things, don't I? Yeah, it's the sea wine. Drink the sea wine. Okay, 4 more adventures. Let's go. Come on. Come on, non-combat. Grave robbing shovel. No. Oh. Okay, so we're not going to get it this time, which sucks. But that's just kind of what it's going to have to be. Okay, so we're going to use pink ponies. We got 14 adventures. We are falling down drunk. We are going to equip our rollover gear because that's what we're going to do. And then we're going to go. We're going to go sell that ring. Gonna close all. Actually, we'll leave those open because we'll sell them again. Close that. Close that. Close that. We're gonna sell our gold wedding ring because mother's necklaces are just better for our rollover gear. So, current equipment. What I said, dress up in rollover. Have I not saved? I haven't resaved it in a while. Wow, that sucks. Okay. Unequip. Unequip. Yeah, that's cool. Forgot I had to resave it. Whoopsie. That's gonna be a whole ordeal. Anyway, we're gonna sell stuff, not food and drink, not booze, not consumables, not hats, not back items, not weapons. Actually, yes, weapons. Not weapons, not hot fans, not pants. Accessories. We are going to sell the. Where is it? Gold wedding ring. There we go. Sell. Cool. We're rich now. Not really, but still. All right, so we're going to go to the seaside town. Some of this nearby plains are filling up with giant piles of garbage. Hole in the clouds in the sky. Okay, so that's that quest. We're in the market square, the flea market. We're going to get some food and booze. Guilty Sprout, which is a size 1 good food. Okay, good to know. Hamlet Sandwich, size 3 awesome food, plus damage versus ghosts. I don't know about that. Anyway, Heck Ramen, size 2 awesome food, a little expensive though, so Hell Ramen, size 4 awesome. Okay. They had to up their prices, it looks like. Still a steal. Let's see if there's any of the other super cheap. Still have lots of pieces of cake, so we're going to buy cake. We're going to buy cake because why not? And tiny burritos are still cheap too. So we're going to buy some of them. And we might buy a bigger thing, a couple of bigger things too. Knob lo mein. Grapes are crappy food. Why are they selling them that way? Jumping horseradish. Size 1 epic. Gives 100% meat. Okay, yeah, no. So, jumping horseradish. We're going to buy that. We're going to maybe do some meat farming at some point. This will help so much with that. Okay, so on to booze. Buy more of the sea wine because it's good. Okay, bought some of that. Cab Sauv does extra booze drops. That's cool, but no. The Charleston Choo Choo gives plus stats. What was it? The Elemental Caprosca? I think we saw that last time. It's an epic boost. Mysticality 40. There might be something we can do with that. I'm not sure. Elven Squeeze is a size 3 good boost. Okay, cool. I really like blue cubes though, so we're gonna keep checking. Pico Sour. What's the martini? That's just a good one. Okay. Perfect ones are really expensive. Red Hot Boilermaker. That came in handy. Man, that's just a nice one to have in hand. I'm just gonna buy it just to have one on hand again. The Fruity Girl Swill. That's just a larger good one. Supernova Champagne. No. Shot of Nifton. Yeah, that one was too awesome. Yeah, that one was worth it. Getting those extra stats was totally worth it. A Velvet Veil. That's just a good one. A vodka martini. Yeah, no, we can make those. Russian ice. What's this? Okay, no. Asbestos thermos. Size 4, awesome. Okay, there's a combo we might enter one for 100 adventures. There's a combo. It's 1,000. You know what? We're going to try combo tomorrow using this. See if it works out. Weapons. Arm gun? It's a ranged weapon. No, we can't use it then. Chrome sword, which we got. Titanium assault umbrella, which is ranged, I think. No, it's one-hand umbrella. It's not a terrible idea. Maybe. Ram battering staff. No. Okay. See if there are any better offhand ones. We got the Automnologius, so a military orb. Regen MP, Mysticality, detonate to destroy. Okay, so it can be used to detonate. A Barskin buckler, that's a useful one for level 1. Okay. Alright, we need to acquire another Mother's Necklace. So did that. Cool. Amulet of Protectional Darkness. Spooky damage. Hit always weakens opponents. This one might be a decent replacement to the Imp one. To our Imp ring. Successful hit weakens opponents is not a bad idea. ML just means the monsters are artifact fight. They give better drops. Spooky damage. Be a good replacement if we change out our hammer too. It's 2,000 meat. It's not a bad replacement though. Travel beads. No. Nothing else really rings a bell as a really good. I was supposed to do something when I got to 10K and I didn't. That sucks. When we get to 10K again, we can also buy a meat maid, which will give us +4 adventures per day. So, and we can install that in our campground, give us a bit of more adventures per day. Currently, okay, so outfit name, rollover, save as custom outfit. Okay, this is our rollover right now. So we're getting 4 from the Hairpiece on Fire, none from that, doesn't matter. 3 from our Chrome Sword, So we're getting 16 because then 3 from each mother's necklace. So 16 extra a day. Not terrible. That put us should start at 70 adventures again tomorrow. And we'll probably do a similar thing. We're gonna spend the first 50 doing the tower, and we're gonna spend the other and whatever we get doing the well, first we're gonna get our better hammer and work on upgrading that. We might actually start doing some of our class specific stuff because there's a lot of class specific things we should be doing and we're not because I'm dumb. I'm not dumb. I just don't want to, or I'm not. Anyway, um, so so here's how we get access to Farnsworthy's basement, which is where we can get some other stuff. Torg. What does Torg have? Ire of the Orca. Passives always are nice. We will gain additional bonus damage from Fury. There we go. Okay, so we're going to get Seething of the Snow Leopard. It's gonna up our damage. Tongue of the Walrus removes being beaten up. Okay, we're going to get Seething the Snow Leopard, which is going to let us do damage equal to our Fury. Then we're going to get Eye of the Orca, which increases our Fury cap. Rage of the Reindeer. And then Rage of the Reindeer is the next passive one we're going to pick up. Level 11. And that'll basically combine these two. So let's go up our amounts of Scowl of the Oak with all of our MP. And 1 Seal Clipping Frenzy. So, yeah. We're gonna get to the point where every couple of adventures, like every 5 adventures or something, we're gonna go dump all of our MP into upping these for a bit because they're just kind of our bread and butter ones at the moment and super useful. Okay, so I think that's it. So don't know that we're gonna get to this. Um, so I think we have to have the ability to adventure to do that. But we've gotten the. Let's go check our quest log. So we've got the quest to go find Farnsworthy's basement, which will give us access to some things. And we've got Raffle Mile, which there's some stuff there to do. Council quest. I know hardly anything. So we got some stuff done. Not quite as productive as we could have been because we've kind of squirreled down a random rabbit hole of the time twitching tower, which, like I said, if we can get to where is it? Where are the pants? The pants, the pants, the pants, the pants, the pants, the pants, the pants. They in here? No, they're not. They're on the merch table? No. Where are they? The Apple Apocalypse Store? I didn't even notice this one. Epic Booze. A shield that's meh. Light earbuds, an accessory that's actually pretty good. Wow. Okay. Good to know. Ranged weapon that I can't use at all. So that's not that. Seriously, where is it? The survivor encampment? Seriously, what is it? Or is it the? It's not the Neanderthal. It's not the merch table. I've already clicked on that. It'd be great if I remembered. It's not Allied HQ. Is it the ship? It's the ship. Okay, sorry, it's the ship. On the ship, we're going after the ninjamies. Because we don't have any pants at the moment to give plus adventures, so this would give plus adventures. And the more ninja, which is combat initiative, which is cool. The time shuriken is interesting. If we have enough, we might see about doing that. Probably not, though. Kind of like the invisible potion. Anyway, the ninja jammies are kind of what we're going for while we're doing the time switching out. If we don't get it, we don't get it. You know, that's just kind of it. If we don't get it, we're gonna take our chrono and go buy food from the basement, from the Neanderthal. Um, just stock up on dinosaur ribs and scotch on the rocks. Just absolutely cash out of that. That's what we'll do. Maybe might not cash out. But we'll buy several of them just to have on hand because extra HP and extra MP can only help us. So, but that's gonna wrap it up for today's adventures, day 7. Forgot if I said that or not. Day 7, I got sidetracked. Cool. We made it this far. Um, yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed watching me ramble. Sorry that I had to stop reading things, but my throat started deciding not to work. And rather than having a really scratchy voice the rest of the time, I decided to just stop reading. Um, so there are a lot of long blurbs in the quest that we just completed. If you're interested, the KoL Cold Front has all of the blurbs listed on each one. Really love if I stopped showing my taskbar, but that happens. Anyway, so yeah, hope you guys enjoyed watching, um, and thanks for watching. So yeah, everyone have a wonderful day. Thanks. Bye.